Hey guys, this is Dr. Michael Tebbe with Bright Star Chiropractic. I'm going to show you a morning mobility routine that I do every morning, and it incorporates the big 5 resets from original strength, plus going through every joint in the body and moving it. The guy that I learned the joint mobility from called it his fountain of youth, and he was 65 and had broken a lot of bones, and it kept him mobile and loose and still able to do jiu-jitsu and wrestling and all these kinds of things. So when somebody says that, I take notice. So let's get started. So first you're going to start off with just laying on the back and breathing into the belly. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. And just try to relax as best you can. Let your belly fill up. Use your diaphragm. You can spend 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. So next, we'll go into rolling. And I'm going to send a link from Original Strength that shows how to do this. But basically, you're just trying to move the upper body. Pull the elbow, look with your eyes. Again, my eyes and my head are leading the movement. And just keep looking as you're doing it. So you can do, I try to do 3 to each side with the arms and then 3 to each side with the legs. Just to keep the video short, I'm going to shorten it up some. Because once you learn this routine, you don't need to keep watching the video. And you can take other stuff that you've seen and incorporate it yourself. Let's do the legs. But yeah, I'll send the video where he really shows how to do this well and explains it. So from here, sit up. And now we're going to windshield wiper the hips so we can get that rotation of the hips. You know, we hear about older people getting hip replacements. And you know what? How do you keep a joint healthy? You move it. If all we're doing all day is getting up from a chair, and that's the most motion our hips are ever going to do, well, of course they're going to wear out, because that's only a quarter of the total motion that the hip is designed to do. We should be able to sit and do a full squat and get up from there. So this, we're rotating those hip joints. So typically I try to do, of like those joint mobility moves, like try to do 9 times, 9 repetitions for each joint. So now we go into Catcalls. You guys have seen this in yoga. But again, leading the movement with your eyes. So as my head goes up, my eyes are going up. As my head goes down, my eyes are going down. So these you can do as many as you want, especially if you're stiff. And then you can do hip circles. And your kids can even join into this.
Why do you have that black thing?
Because I'm shooting a video. So yeah, your kids can participate in doing this stuff too. Typically my kid will. So yeah, and then from here, after doing all that spinal movement, then you go into rocking, all fours rocking. And I'll send a link for this as well. But you can see it, you know, you're keeping your chest open, you're looking forward, looking around. You can have your feet either way. And just so you can see it from the front view. Doing the rocking. And then from there, similar to the bird dog exercise, but this, again, don't collapse the shoulders. Keep everything nice and strong. Call these speed skaters. Now, why would you say, why not just do it this way? Well, the guy from Original Strength that I learned this from, he's like, we don't walk around, you know, like this, we walk around like this. You know, if you're running and stuff like that, your arms and legs go back together. So it's just more of a natural movement that your brain is used to, so your brain likes it. All right, so you've done 9 of these. Now we transition into standing up in the last part of the original strength, which is the head movement. So again, lead with the eyes and look. So my eyes are looking first, and then the head's following. So you're turning the head 9 times each side, bringing your ear to your shoulder. Don't force this stuff. Be easy, gentle with yourself. You're trying to warm up the body, loosen it up. And then looking down, looking up. Again, leading with the eyes. With the eyes. Okay, so you've done 9 of those. I know I'm going through this quickly, but the point is to show you the routine. So now you start rolling the shoulders. And then go both directions. So try to get a big rotation in there. Like move those shoulder blades around on your back. And you can even get some mobility going in the spine as you're doing that too. Okay. Now here's another way of getting the shoulders to move. See here, if your balance will allow you to do it, touch the legs as you're doing it as well. So I'm touching opposite arm to opposite leg. Our brain really likes that when we cross the midline of our body and use opposite sides together. It's really stimulating and good for the brain. A lot of research about that. That's why crawling is so important for us as babies. It's a big part of what helps our brain not only develop movement-wise, but helps us in other areas of life too. Attention and focus and emotional control. Like if you've been sitting at the computer too long and you're tired, stand up and do these. And this breathing and doing this movement, it'll really perk you back up. Another one for the shoulder. We're going to be rotating the shoulder inside the joint. So you're turning and twisting. Just like you take a towel and you wring it out like that, that's what we're doing with the shoulders. Again, be gentle, but you're doing that as well. And just moving it. Okay, now we're going to start moving the elbows. So slow, bend the elbows, straighten them out. Bend the elbows, straighten them out. And as you get used to it, then speed it up. If you have other variations of moving the elbow, then do them. The biggest point is just to get each joint moving. Now we're going to the wrists. Clasp your hands together and make circles. Make sure that you're standing nice and straight when you're doing this, not being like a turtle. Go both directions with the hands, okay? We are really loosening up the wrists. Now, as we start doing other stuff in the body, now just start opening and closing your hands so that they're moving. Now we're going to start making big hip circles. Just more mobility for the hips. Don't forget to keep moving your hands, all right? Again, keeping our hand joints loose is going to help us keep grip strength as we age, which is important. A lot of people start losing that as they age because their finger joints have gotten arthritis and are wearing out. So if you gently lubricate them every day by moving them, you're going to keep them healthier, they'll last longer, and stay strong. So we can age well. Now, bend your knees. Just make nice big circles with the knees. And then the other direction. Feels really nice. And you know, if something's stiff and you want to do more, do more. There's no rule that says you can only do 9. You can do as many as you want. Like those cat-cows, you know, the spinal movements that we were showing. Do as many as you can. Okay, so with the ankles, you're going to just gently lean into it. You're going to roll the ankle that way. Gently. None of this stuff should be painful. Now make circles with your toes. Both directions, alright? So you're getting that ankle joint nice and loose. And then you're practicing balance at the same time. So again, toe, rock the ankle, make circles. In both directions. And a good way to finish it off is just doing some body squats. This is optional. But now you're putting your hips, your knees, just keeping some strength in your thighs if this is the only thing you're ever going to do exercise-wise or movement-wise for the day. You know, get some of those full depth squats. If that's hard, then hold on to something so it can give you balance, because I want you to keep your spine nice and straight. You don't have to be super perfectly upright, but yeah, so you can keep that good posture. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and trust me, if you do this every morning, it's going to wake you up better than coffee. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel loose, and enjoy your day a lot more.